Welcome to today's program. I'm Dave Ridgway, and with me again is Jennifer Grassley. Jen, how you doing?
I'm doing great. What do you have for us today?
We have a couple important recipes. We have a vegetable soup stock, and we've got Rhonda's no oil dressing. Now, the reason these preparations are important is that they're found as ingredients in a lot of other recipes throughout Rhonda's book, Recipes for Life from God's Garden. But you know, before we get into that, I thought we ought to talk about juicing for a minute, since juicing is very important to the Hallelujah diet. You know, there's no better way to get the health-producing nutrients into our bodies than through fresh, extracted vegetable juice.
And the best way to get those nutrients are through raw, living vegetables that haven't been cooked, processed, or altered in any way.
Right, and because we extract the fiber, we get the benefit of a pound of carrots in one convenient 8-ounce glass of juice.
And because there's no digestion required, the nutrients are able to get to the cellular level within minutes, providing the building blocks necessary to create healthy new cells.
Right, and an important note is that you should always have your juice on an empty stomach. Now, over here, Jen, I've got a couple of machines, and I know that you're pretty much the juice machine expert. So help us out and tell us a little about these.
Well, this is the Champion juicer. It's a masticating juicer, meaning it has several serrated blades which spin and cut the carrot or the other produce that you process through the juicer. We also have the Green Life juicer, which is a triturating juicer. It has 2 gears that spin towards each other, pressing the juice out of the produce that you process through this juicer.
Right, and from what I understand, that the juice quality from the Champion won't store quite as long as what we get out of the Green Life.
That's right.
You know, Hallelujah Acres has a website, hacres.com, and they've done studies on both of these machines. I suggest that you take a look, read, make the comparisons, and decide for yourself which machine is right for you. When we juice on the Hallelujah diet, at least 50% of the juice should be comprised from carrots. Now, when I juice, I normally do this at my kitchen sink for convenience and the ease of cleaning up the machine afterwards. I also hang a shopping bag, a plastic shopping bag off the front end to catch the pulp, so that when I'm done, I can carry it out to the garden and put it in the compost pile.
Now, in addition to carrots, there are a wide variety of vegetables you can also juice. Here we have just a few examples. We have some cucumber, some spinach, we have some beets, which most people don't realize, but you can juice the tops of these.
Right.
With very little effort. We have some celery and a Granny Smith apple. Now, apple is the only fruit that is okay to mix with your vegetable juices.
And you know, last night we had broccoli, and I saved the broccoli and the cauliflower stems. These are wonderful to juice too, and there's no reason to throw that away. I think we have just about enough juice here, Jen. Now, one last important step is to always strain your juice before you serve it. And that way we get any last little bits of pulp or vegetable pieces that might have fallen through the juicer. And there you have what looks like a wonderful glass of fresh vegetable juice. I usually make my juice in the morning, and I like to store some for the afternoon. Now, after I've strained the juice, I'll fill it into a glass jar right to the brim. And the reason for that is I want to keep all the oxygen away from the carrot juice so that it doesn't deteriorate. Then I cap it and I put it in the refrigerator and keep it cold till I'm ready to drink it later on. Now, if you happen to have a container that's bigger than the amount of juice you have and it only fills partially full, you might want to use a piece of saran wrap. Just push it down into the juice, and this will keep the oxygen away from the juice, and either cap it or use a rubber band and keep it in the refrigerator.